Oh. Ooh, I have to change the viewfinder. I'm frightening. Hi, how is everybody? You know, you have no way of knowing if it, okay, so in the viewfinder, I can see my hair. I see it. It's a little poofy, isn't it? Well, it'll just fall. So, we're going to leave it poofy. How are y'all doing this morning? I don't know. I don't know where I come from. Actually, I do. I do come from Atlanta. Oh, are you wondering about my eyes? I'm going to do a tutorial. Hey, do you know the original makeup videos that people did were tutorials? Lots of people do them, but not as much anymore as hauls. Did you get your cup of coffee? This is the neatest cup. All right, wait. Sorry. Go get your cup of coffee. I'll wait. Look how hot this coffee is. Look at the steam coming off my coffee. All right, so you got your cup. You could have just put me on hold. You still can't. Go. Eek. Eek. Hi, Beth. Hi. Well, have a nice cup of coffee or tea. Some of you like hot tea. Some of you may like hot water. I had a boss once. I think he was told he had high blood pressure and he had to quit drinking caffeine. I never knew why. But I remember once I asked him if I could get him some coffee. He actually was a guest. And I was being very cordial. And he said, no, but if you could just get me some hot water. And I said, would you like a tea bag? He goes, no. And I said, any sugaring items? No. Just hot water. I think he was trying to trick his brain into thinking he was having that experience of warmth in the morning without the caffeine. Which, hey, each his own. So this coffee cup is special to me. Do you know why? It's very beautiful. It came from a shop in Hapeville. And what's it called? Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Something Cafe around the corner. Anyway, it's actually from England, Staffordshire from England. It's Crown Victorian Fine Burn China. Well, it's even more special to me because it was given to me by our Russian pastor friend who came here. And they're very, very poor. This is part of the reason they come is to raise money for their churches. And of course we want to help them raise money for their churches. But then they always give us a gift. Even when they're poor, they give us a gift. And I think they know the shop owner and asked if they could give this. So this is a wonderful, precious gift to me. This is the same pastor, by the way, that about 5 years later, when we went to Russia, they got me this chain to go with this charm. My mother had just died, and this little butterfly, which y'all know how I love the symbol of the butterfly, it's a locket, and when you open it, I know you could probably not see it if I did it right now, but there's a baby butterfly inside linked to it. It's like a little charm that's in it, and it's very delicate, very pretty, very well made, but I didn't have a chain, and I wanted a chain from a special trip like Russia, and so we went to one of the Russian churches, and I saw one, but I didn't get it, and later on I was disturbed about it, and at the end of the trip they had brought me this chain and some kind of Russian china. I can't remember the name of it. That's very sought after to them. Anyway, but they said this is very through the translator, who is the one who told him about the chain, and I became very close to her. Shout out to Ina if you're watching my videos from Russia. I wonder if they could. I wonder if they have any interest. Anyway, so it's very, 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 very special. So da! Kachutivajji, druzya. I know, I don't speak very good Russian. Druzya is friends. You're my druzyas. Mates? Okay. So now that we've had a nice coffee chat, I will tell you, probably half the video is gone on that. I will tell you that I'm going to use my favorite brushes. I know you're thinking, what about your Sigma extravaganzas? They are wearing out. I think it's time for some new. I don't know, but, you know, do you like these earrings? Look at them. They're the sparkliest. Let me get up close so you can really see them. I absolutely adore these. Look. They're like drugstore. I love them. They are opalescent, hot pink, gold, pink, sparkle, but my ears face out. What can I do? Bobby pin my ears? They just don't, I don't know, what do you do? I have the big disc backs on them. But they sparkle. I love sparkles. But this doesn't go. What really would go is these earrings. With this shirt, as you can see, it's kind of squirrely, whirly. And I'm wearing silver. And it isn't evening wear, so I don't need these sparkles, except I have a sparkler in life. But these would go better with what I have on, wouldn't they? See how they're kind of... I got these at the drugstore also when we went through our house fire. Isn't that pretty? They're just kind of pretty. They kind of go with this shirt. I think I'm going to switch out. But not right now. Okay. So, first, my Zoevas, which I've never used. I've cleaned them once. But look how it's pink inside. It's like a peachy pink, which matches all their little brush butts. Isn't that the cutest? And rose gold ferrules. And inside it says, color love makeup. Isn't that pretty? It says it right there, color love makeup. I love them. I don't want to use them. Have you ever had a brush set that's so pretty you don't want to use it? I don't want to wear them out. I've worn out my Sigmas, y'all. You know, just they're soft and you got to get brushes. I got IT. I have IT brushes. Wow, this is a lot of brushes. These are good brushes. Maybe I'll have to have more than one set. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a mark of absolute quality. On the ferrule, I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but on the ferrule itself, the Zoeva name, is that focusing? I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's a slight engrave right there. Right there. Can you see it? I don't know. But that's classy, man. We'll start with this one. Okay, so first, I made the boo-boo last time of not using some primer, so I'm going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I don't even need to show you all this because, oh my gosh, if you don't know what Urban Decay Primer Potion is, you should be on this channel. I'm just kidding. You should be for sure. But this is it. This is a little sample size, obviously. And the new ones, they do have the doe foot applicator. Instead of having to put it on your finger, you can put it directly on your eye, which is so funny because then that goes back down inside, which isn't very hygienic. And then you also still use your fingers to smooth it out. So I always go straight to the crease and do a little banana, half moon, whatever you want to call it. And then I go straight down from the banana to the lid and then straight up to the arch. And once I've done that, and then I go all the way down to the lashes, then I come outward and going inward because someone told me, you know what they say? Who is they? They say a lot of stuff, and they get quoted a lot, whoever they are. And then I go right down over the tear duct and underneath the lower lash line, especially on the outer. I think all this really does, besides smooth the territory, is make it tacky. So I think it is important that when you put on your primer potion or whatever eye primer that you use, that you put your powder on right afterward. Because a lot of people use cream bases for the same reason. Okay, so here is the palette. Remember, I hauled this the other day, so now we're going to use it. And if we have to go into two videos, you know we will. There's no telling what YouTube is going to pick for my thumbnail. I kind of like get excited to see what they're going to do. Here's the palette. What colors do you want me to use? Louder! What do you want? What do you want? I'm going to go basic. A little different. I'm going to use Sorbet, Goji, and Cabernet. That's these three colors right there, right above my three fingers. What do you think of that? Let's do it. Okay. So I'm going to hold this like an artiste. We'll start with Sorbet, and I'm going to use this Luxe Brow Light 325. It also so easily has printed on there. Well, let me just printed on the ferrule. I mean on the brush. What the brush is for. See that? There's kind of shiny, so I don't know if it's going to pick up. But a lot of brushes don't do that. And this is called Rose Garden. It's right there on the end. I'm not going to keep showing things to you in the mirror up close. You can't make me. I'm just kidding. I can't get over how pretty this brush is. Between the imprint on the ferrule, the rose gold imprint of the color, and use of this, every one of them has the use of what they're for. Go Zoeva. And then Zoeva the name, and then you roll it over to the back and it says Rose Garden in rose gold. I think it's lovely. Okay, so again, I don't want to waste these, so you don't swirl around in a palette unless you have a ton of money and want to clean up the mess. You lightly press it onto the brush. Now, you could tap this off, but if you do, tap it off where you just got it from so you don't waste it. Okay, and then I am going to go right under the brow. Ooh, my goodness, that is not light at all. That's a blender color, so I'm going to come down. That was La Boo-Boo. La Boo-Boo. So I'm going to come down, just let it be a blender color. Okay? That's fine. It's kind of like a cashmere color, you know? But it's called Sorbet. And again, this is the Lorac Pro Mega 2. I assume there is a Mega 1 somewhere. So then we're going to go over here and do the same thing. Going under the brow and then coming down. And that's because we are just going to make use of the boo-boo. Make use of the boo-boo-boo. Hit the boo-boo-boo. Got the boo-boo-boo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, and I'm going down the nose bone here. That bone thing, you know. The nose bone. That's what I call it. We're already into the second video. That means this whole video, this is what I'm going to look like. Maybe this will be what it picks up. Let's hope.